Hello everyone, welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing certain things that are your blind spot that you need to know. So, what I will be doing is pulling cards for how you perceive you, who you are, your version of yourself in your head, and I will contrast it against how others perceive you. So, this is just to bring out certain things that maybe you are not realizing and certain blind spots that you need to know about. So I hope I'm clear with the reading. This reading is focused on you and certain things you need to know. That's it. All right, we have the three pile options. For pile number one, we have this card right here, the Queen. For pile number two, we have the Stone. Pile number, did I say three? This is pile number two. For pile number three, we have the Sustainer. You can also go based on the colors. We have red, white, and blue. So make your pick. I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number one. You got the Queen card. So I'm starting out with cards that represent you in your own mind. So you got Queen here. On the other side, I'll put the cards on how others perceive you. So here we have the Mother, number one, also for this particular deck. The first card, we have Mother. This is 11. Interesting, both are very feminine energies that are coming out. The difference that I'm picking up is how people perceive you is more of your softer side, more feminine, intuitive side, and someone who's nurturing, caring. Whereas with yourself, you see yourself as more dynamic, confident, perhaps even having a little bit of masculine edge, a leader. You see yourself as a leader, person in charge, and the others also see that, because see, the mother again can be the person in charge, but there's a more softer approach, more kinder approach, and there's a lot more lunar, sensitive, feminine energy. So people see you as someone soft and gentle, caring. You're coming from a place of care and warmth. And with you, you seem to be more focused on yourself, who you are, what you stand for, how you want to be perceived. You're not necessarily perhaps too worried about how others see you. You're focused on yourself, self motivated energy. Here we also have the tailor. So this is the Kritika Nakshatra card, because Kritika is connected with sharp objects, specifically scissors and knives and stuff like that. It says attention to detail, pride. So you take a lot of pride in yourself. I could pick that up with the Queen as well. Someone who wants to be known for your work, your charisma, your personality. You're also very self motivated. You want to achieve a lot in life. You could be quite creative as well. You see yourself as a talented person, and you motivate yourself, and you are the sort of person who needs to feel proud of the work that you do, proud of your career. You want to hand in good work. You don't want to be a slacker or just to get by. That's not your energy. You carry yourself with respect, and you want to be respected by people. And you seem like a confident person, proud also. The way you show up, who you are as a person, you feel pride over that. And you could also see yourself as someone slightly more sharp. Maybe you're quick to give criticism. You don't get overwhelmed by others. You are not someone who would celebrity worship. You want to be the star of your own universe. You are the main character. It's giving main character energy here. On the other side, let me see which card came out. We have the Walker. This came out in the last reading I did, if I'm not wrong. In one of the piles, it says the unknown, a journey. Interesting. The way people see you slightly different. They see you as a risk taker. Even though you can say it's the same energy, it's just a different perspective. So when people look at you, they see you as a person who They don't see you as someone sharp, harsh, critical, or anything like that. They see you as a risk taker, a person who is willing to take charge, a person who's willing to take a risk on themselves. They see you as a person who has a lot of experience, and you just have the natural ability to explore things. I'm also picking up a theme of travel here. They see you as a person who's traveled a lot, maybe lived really well, like you live a big life. You travel a lot, you put yourself first, you take vacations, you take time out for yourself, you upgrade your skills, you have a lot of knowledge. So there's a wisdom element also I'm picking up on this side. People see you as quite wise, someone who makes good decisions. You follow your intuition also, but there's definitely more of this energy of admiration. So you there I can see the resemblance here with the pride coming out on this side and the other people feeling like, wow, this person is kind of an inspiration. So that energy is really nicely mirrored also. Let's see, for tarot, you got this card right here, 3 of Pentacles, with these parrots, a little bit of Mercury energy. We see the red flower. This is the card of collaboration. So you are a hardworking person, and work is a big thing here that I'm picking up. Work, career, what you do for a living, what you stand for, your passions, your hobbies, talents, your work is coming out very strongly on this side. So people come to you for problem solving, people want to work with you, and this portion of your life is very prominent. For your overall reading, a lot of this energy is coming through instead of, let's say, relationships, your beauty, or anything like that. It's more about what work you do, or what are you known for, what is your contribution. That's coming through strongly, and you feel like you're a team player. People connect with you, people see a worker, not a worker in you, but a person they can work with and collaborate well with, connect with through this energy of action and achievement. That's what I'm getting. Talkative also, fun, charming, light-hearted energy. On this side we have the death card. Interesting. So maybe people's opinion of you changes after they get to know you. You could seem like a person, maybe some of you could have moon in Scorpio, with this placement right here, Scorpio placements overall, and a strong moon. So people could see us quite intuitive. And you also give off the energy of a person who would walk away. Like you say no to things. You have this energy of rejecting things that don't serve you. Or a person who's willing to walk away, person who holds power. The one that is willing to walk away holds all the power. So here your people's opinion of you could change quite a lot and could be a little surprising than what you assume it to be. There's a little bit of the surprise element I'm picking up. And there's also this energy of maybe sometimes people could fail to understand your motives. You are almost like a mystery to other people. You're very interesting. Really nice. In the on this side, there's a very upfront, straightforward energy, whereas on this side, it's slightly more murky, hard to read, a little mysterious, a little distant, like you're far away. People don't understand your motivations. They like the results, they notice the results, but they're wondering, how did pile number one arrive at this conclusion? So there's a little bit of mystery, aura here, mystique. This side we have the second house. It says your assets, finances, the things that you value. So you're all about, I don't want to say money, hustle, grind, money for sure, but you are a valuable person. You feel like you could have good money, or you could have earned well in life, hardworking, self made, that sort of a vibe I'm getting. So you feel like, yes, people see you as a person of value, person who turns things into value. So again, a little bit of that work energy coming through. On the other side, we have Venus. People see you as a creative person, a talented person, and amazing social skills. Maybe a little bit of diplomacy also, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So they see you indulging in life, doing really well. Venus is again money. So it's very interesting with astrology. Both the cards are connected with Venus. Second house is ruled by Venus. It's one of the significators of it. And obviously, it's connected with the zodiac sign of Taurus. So, in terms of money, your opinion is quite on the money. Now, Venus is also beautiful. So, a lot of people see your inner beauty. Once they get to know you, they find you more beautiful. Maybe on the initial approach, maybe you could come across as a confident person, or maybe full of themselves or proud or something like that. But definitely, people find you beautiful. And this Venus card kind of mimics the queen energy here. Venus is more of the princess, I would say, not exactly the queen. Queen would be mother. I think Venus plus moon is the queen element, I would say, because you need the maturity and the older person vibe with mother, and Venus is the beautiful, attractive queen. So, similar, I think you have a good idea or concept of how you're perceived by others. There's not a lot here that you need to know, honestly. And you're also self focused, so which is a good energy to be in overall. What sort of advice would you give yourself? Here it says accept help. So maybe you do realize, see, here it is yin moon. So that feminine side is coming through here. So here you do realize that you need to be more softer, more gentle, ask for help a little bit more, connect with people a little bit more, maybe not be completely by yourself. So it's good advice you can give yourself. On the other side, what advice would others give you? We have self-regulation, exalted moon. So interesting. Where does moon get exalted? In Taurus, second house, in Kritika Nakshatra specifically. So again, the placement is mirrored. Very specific placement you got here. So it says self regulation. So you seem like the sort of person who regulates themselves really well, like you don't need a lot of help and assistance. So people view you as a person who's an all rounder. You don't necessarily need other people. And they see you as a person who's in control of their emotions. Nice. The moon coming out, the mother, person who's well regulated. That's your energy. Whereas you feel like, yes, I should be softer and ask people for help. Overall, this is what I have for you. Let me know how much did it resonate. Please support the channel, join the membership. I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 2. This is the card you chose. We have the stone card. Now, this is for the left side, which is going to be how you perceive yourself, your own self concept, and how others view you. I will put the cards on the right side. So, here we got the kiss. So you could view yourself as more of a Saturn person. The stone reminds me of Saturn. The kiss is giving me a little bit more Venus, Mercury, or Venus plus Mercury. You could have that placement. It's very interesting with all the three piles. I feel this particular pile is where it's the most stark contrast between the two sides. So maybe you, pile number 2, needs to watch this reading the most. So here, what I'm picking up is you could see yourself as a maybe more of a rigid person. You could be a disciplinarian. Some of you could have Bharni Nakshatra. But yeah, the way you see yourself, stone. What does the stone represent? Stability, person you can rely upon, reliable person, stable person, grounded person, hardworking, maybe not the most easygoing, and not the most romantic. Whereas on the other side, we do pick up this energy of romance, wanting to be closer to you, intimacy. Maybe this could also be like a reaction of this card where you could hold back. You're not the most emotionally available or the most sensitive. So, this is why people want to see that side of you and they want to come close. You could come across as a person people want to connect with more, or someone who could, maybe they want to explore the romantic side of, or they see you as someone shy and reserved, which attracts them towards you. Because a lot of the times a person, see, certain people play hard to get, right? And that becomes attractive about them because they don't give you what you want. So it makes you want it more. So there's this energy for sure. Maybe you feel like people don't crush on you, people don't like you, people don't have romantic feelings for you. But that is certainly not the case. People could hide their feelings from you quite often. On the contrary, this is what I'm picking up. And you see yourself as more of a satin person. We have the queen here, determination, sacrifice. Some of you, if you felt called to watch pile number one, maybe you can check it out. Pile number one also had the queen card and on the same side also. So that was quite interesting. It's again coming up with a different deck. This is more of the sun or the moon energy with Saturn. Some of you could have these placements. Now, here again, we pick up a little bit of this stern energy. Again, the rule, not, I don't know how to describe it, but the person who follows the rule, person who does the right thing. There's a lot here about honor, integrity, doing the right thing, being righteous, showing up for people, and carrying yourself with a lot of dignity and grace. So that's kind of the energy. Like you take yourself very seriously. You're quite serious. And maybe you're an old, wise soul. You're someone who had to grow up earlier. Not earlier, but early on in life. You're quite mature for your age, perhaps. And you could maybe be a little more cynical, for example. So what happens is you view the world with like a little hint of pessimism and with the cynicism, negativity, whereas other people see you and maybe you could have a good sense of humor, or you could be this person who rejects certain people very easily. So they find that interesting because a person who rejects others makes them feel more coveted. So again, the way you're moving through life, it creates a different reaction in people, which is interesting. On the other side, we have the sailor, new influences, wanderlust. Again, this is wanting to explore, deep dive. Water element also coming out strongly. Interesting. We do have Pisces energy here strongly. This is more of, like I said, Cancer, Leo. This is Pisces energy I'm picking up. People wanting to get close to you, people wanting to travel with you, go on an adventure with you. You're also the sort of person who could attract the opposite energy. So you're the serious person, the rule follower. You could attract breakers in general. People's The way you project yourself is not how people perceive you. That's for sure. Opposites attract is what I'm picking up strongly for this pile. For tarot, you got the Four of Wands. Four of Wands again is stable energy because fours are stable. That's why tables, the beds, everything, we get the four posts. Four represents stability, the number four, which is also sometimes it can be connected with stagnation and non movement, like with the Four of Pentacles, the card. It can represent the money getting stuck, not moving. So here in terms of wands, it's a positive card which speaks about relationships, stability. So here, and also with cups, it could represent not being able to move on. So four is about staying in one place, very similar to the stone energy. You stay stuck in a way. You stick it out. You follow through. If you make a decision, you will get it done. And you're like a reliable sort of a partner. We see a couple dancing here. So again, you see yourself as a person who would be marriage material, relationship material. You carry yourself with a lot of dignity and grace, same energy. And like you would be the perfect partner. That's what's coming through. But on this side, we see you as a person walking away. Again, that energy of rejection. Maybe you reject a lot of people, you reject a lot of proposals, you're not afraid of walking away. You could come across as avoidant attachment style to other people. You could come across as avoidant because you're this a little bit of a cold energy, a little stern. So people could see you as someone who's not maybe looking for a connection. You don't date a lot, maybe you say no to a lot of dates. You want to be sure before you date. That's kind of the vibe you give off. And also, people see you as someone different and unique. The way other people behave in relationships, you behave very differently. We see these couples of, the butterflies and these bees or whatever. We see birds and then the swans. So all couples all around, and then you're the odd one out. So you stand out in terms of how you view relationships and how you handle relationships. Avoidant and also not afraid to walk away. Person who rejects others. And quite interesting, you're also the sort of person people could see as an adventure. Okay, I want to date someone completely different than my usual type. They'll be like, okay, I'll date pile number two, I'll pursue pile number two. And almost like this escapism sort of fantasy is coming through on this side. What would what it would feel like to be pile number two's partner because they never date anyone. That's the vibe I'm getting. We also have Pisces repeating on this side. So the fish card is coming out twice. You notice here we also have fishes. Trying to show it with just the one hand. If you notice, we have the two fishes here, two here. Energy is repeating. It says the energy is wistful. I don't know what that means. Endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Interesting, confuses. I think you are a little confusing for sure. And again, that escapism energy, you also come across as a little bit of a loner for sure. So, because you're this person, you're not the most social person. You could be shy and reserved. Pisces is the energy of isolation, a person who loves being by themselves, a person who loves their own company. You could be good with money. You're also a person where people fantasize a lot about you. Same energy I was picking up earlier on this side itself, because Pisces is imagination, fantasy, filling in the gaps because there's a lack of knowledge and data. So you seem like this person who doesn't give, like holds things close to their chest, doesn't share, doesn't um maybe, I don't know, like you hold back a little bit. People need to fill in the gaps because you don't give them a whole lot to work with. So this Pisces element, I can see all of this is kind of like a reaction to the way you are. You're trying to create a certain reaction, but it creates the opposite reaction. We have first house. So you're focused on yourself, similar to pile number one. What people see and the impression you give. You're just focused on yourself. Maybe you could think about these things, how are you being perceived and all of that. But at the end of the day, you make decisions for yourself. I can sense that. And you're a different person. I feel like you could stand out for sure. Okay, what advice would you give yourself now? Here it says cut your losses, moon in detriment, moon in, we can say, Capricorn with this mountain goat. Some of you could have that placement. You could have moon Saturn conjunction also, or moon in Pisces. Anyway, here you're the sort of person to cut your losses. You're like, okay, let's not get taken advantage of. Let's not you're not, again, that energy of walking away. You do exercise it. And emotionally, you hold back a little bit. There's this, you kind of test people before you emotionally invest in someone or a connection, which is nice. On the other side, what card is coming through? We have seek healing, healing moon. So maybe this is advice you can take. You're the sort of person to walk away. Avoidant attachment style is something you can work on. You should heal this side of yours. And what other people want to say, it's almost as if they want to heal you, they want to show you love, they want to be the first one to be loved by you. There's almost this novelty in being close to you because you seem like distant. So people feel like if they're close to me, pile number two, show me the love and it would feel special. So people who are anxious attachment could be naturally drawn towards you because you are avoidant attachment, and that dynamic kind of plays out. But the overall advice is you need to seek healing in this area where you hesitate and you overthink and you overcorrect. You need to be emotionally more available. That's the only thing. Overall, you have a different personality and people even find that attractive and alluring, makes you special and stand out.
So that's the reading. Let me know what resonated, what didn't. And please support the channel, join the membership. I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. I will put the cards on the left side for how you perceive yourself, your own self concept, and on the right side, how others perceive you or your blind spots. So for you, you got sustainer on this side. This is the card you picked. On the right side, you got the mentor, number 6. Gives me a little bit of Jupiter energy, a little bit of Venus energy. Both Jupiter and Venus are the mentor archetypes. Sustainer is interesting. I feel like you're someone who you could feel like people maybe take advantage of you, or you are the sort of provider sort of archetype in other people's life where they expect you to show up for them and you just naturally pick up the slack. You're the sort of person to do the right thing or to help other people out if they're struggling. You notice you could be empathetic, right? It's like you're doing a lot for other people. I see generosity. I also see a person who maintains peace, a person who shows up all the time and kind of picks up after other people. A little bit of people pleaser tendency I'm picking up here. We'll see more into this. On the other side, the way people see you is people learn a lot from you. You're the mentor and the guide. Very similar to how you perceive yourself for sure. Because, see, when you put a person as the mentor or the teacher, they kind of have to hand hold the student and walk them through. You have to support them. So, in a way, you do pick up the slack, but people learn a lot from you and they see you as a very wise person, a person who makes decisions well, person who has a lot of experience, maybe old soul energy, or a natural teacher or a natural healer. That's why people kind of go into this mode of, okay, I know pile number 3 will have the best answer. Pile number 3 will have the ability to solve my problem. So that sort of energy, that dynamic plays out where you are better at handling things, you have more experience, and you're more mature and sincere, maybe intelligent here as well. So you take up the role of the mentor in a lot of people's life. They naturally just expect you to solve their problems. Let's see what else. Or people just learn a lot from you in general. You could even inspire them. On this side, we have catalyst, radical changes taking control. We have the forgotten, missed opportunity, fear of failure. So you're someone who does feel forgotten by others. Maybe people don't show up for you. And there's almost like this desire to have radical change in that, be the catalyst. You feel like you get taken advantage of and people forget about you. People don't care about you. They just expect you to be wise and handle things. And I don't know, it's you're the provider archetype. People could be in the taker archetype. You could attract a lot of broken souls, people who need healing, people who need change. Here it says radical change. You are the sustainer. Sustainer is maintaining things. We have the three, what do you call it, archetypes, I guess: the creator, the sustainer, the destroyer. So people who need to destroy something, they need to begin again. So that destroyer creator process, they come to you. You're the sustainer. You maintain things. So you bring in the change, you stay the same. People come in, people go out of your life. You would notice sometimes that people kind of skyrocket. You could have found them at a low point, but then they find the high point and you kind of stay the same. Things stay the same for you. Maybe you don't also get the due credit. So this is something I'm picking up here. Let's see, on the other side we have the witch card. So people see you as a person who's a healer, a spiritual guide. It says experimentation, rebellion. There's a lot of respect, there's a lot of admiration people feel for you. They see you as, but some of you could be light workers with mentor coming out, a teacher, the witch, a healer, someone who has 8th house placement. So those are the esoteric things like astrologers, we can say tarot readers and psychics, person possessing a lot of spiritual energy. So this is how people see you. They see you as a person naturally wise, and someone having the ability to counsel others, give them advice, predict things for them, or to really show them the way, bring in the change that they need, and kind of lead them to their healing journey where they level up. So that similar energy, people find you, they get better, their life gets exponentially better, and they could also just see you as a person they will take from. Like, you're meant to heal them. What are they meant to do for you? And once they're healed, they're kind of out of your life. A little bit of this energy I'm picking up. Let's see what else is here. For tarot, on this side we have King of Swords. Again, a mature person. King is the oldest archetype, I guess, in that sense, the most mature. We have this needle, reminds me of Ketu. Ketu is again that spiritual energy. Kritika Nakshatra could also be there in the chart. We see the stars. They see you as a divine person, a healer. Source energy is connected with mental energy. So ideas, conversations that people have with you. And yeah, you kind of don't get a lot of love here. This is more of a cold energy with swords. So again, you feel like you're sustaining other people. You're not getting a lot of love back. Your emotional needs are not necessarily being met. People see you as the intelligent person, someone that they come to express, share, ask things, ask for advice, not necessarily to check in with you. Maybe a lot of people don't see you as a fun person, and you want to be more fun, you want to be taken care of, you want to be pampered and stuff like that. But a lot of people definitely see you as a problem solver, intelligent person, wise person, hardworking. And the intelligence portion is shining stronger here compared to other elements. We also have the eighth house. So, eighth house energies I pick up on both the sides. That this transformational area of, oh, sorry, it's hard for me to read from this angle. Area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So people could bring a lot of intense emotions to you. And I do pick up this energy of the eighth house healer archetype. Eighth house is connected with tarot, astrology, hidden knowledge, spiritual energy. It's one of the spiritual houses. The 8th and 12th are the most spiritual. So yeah, people see you as a person where they expect a lot of loyalty, and they expect you to help them with their problems. You're the one who will bring in the transformation in their life. This is also transformation, this is also transformation. You could be attracting a lot of people who need like a major shift in their life. So I don't know if you purposely want to heal them, or this is connected with your career, your life purpose. But you could find people when they're at a low stage, and then you help them get to a better place for sure. On the other side, we have Ace of Swords. So you're the catalyst for an idea. You bring in change for other people, you bring in a new beginning here. Aces are connected with new beginnings. And again, swords energy repeating. So you're kind of on the money on how you're perceived. It's just the different end of the spectrum. One is the receiver, one is the giver. But yeah, similar energy on both the sides. The energy is definitely mirrored. We have the law of attraction, moon mastery. So people see you as a person who's mastered these spiritual arts. You possess all the knowledge, you know how to manifest, you know how to do remedies, rituals, and you carry this spiritual energy. You have the means to attract abundance in your life. So people see you as a person who has it all. What do you need from us? That kind of a vibe. Maybe that's why they don't show up right for you. Or you could be someone where your healing abilities and the life that you lead, it just naturally, you're a generous person, you end up giving a lot. And maybe healing is a big part of your life, your existence, where you just attract broken people, you heal them, and they go on their way. You maybe don't have time to make connections, or things just don't work out that way. That's why you could feel a little, forgotten. Like, what about me? That's kind of the vibe. But people see you as someone intelligent. People see you as someone where they feel like, how can I help? Pile number three, they have everything figured out. They're intelligent. They're better than me. They possess so much knowledge. I want to learn from them. What can I teach a teacher? That's kind of the vibe. What can I solve for the ultimate problem solver? That's what I'm picking up. We have Aries also on this side. The See, this was meant to be the advice card actually, but it came out earlier, and I also feel like people don't have advice to give to you. That's why I just accidentally read it earlier. It was meant to be the final card. Here we have Aries. The energy around you is dynamic, spontaneous, crusading, impulsive action is likely. So you could attract younger people, Aries people, fiery people, people who are looking for a lot of action in their life. They need to get going, get moving. And very similar to the Ace of Swords energy here, action oriented, new beginning. And people see you as a catalyst for new beginning in their life. You bring in a major transformation, a change. Scorpio and Aries both ruled by Mars. On this side, what is the advice for you? We have stay in integrity. How similar are the colors on these two cards? And the globe also, here we see the moon, here we see almost like this sphere. So for you, the advice is just to stay in your integrity, use your gifts wisely, your spiritual energy, and maybe create proper boundaries and distance, and obviously don't be taken advantage of. So integrity is not just limited to you. Make sure the people you're connected with, they also stay in integrity, and you kind of attract what you put out there. So if try to be slightly more positive, I would say. Maybe you also need a little bit of a catalyst, a change in your life, a little bit of healing. So we can take the law of attraction cards as advice also. Attract the kind of person that you're looking for, the people you're looking for, be in more positive energy, and maybe manifest like minded people, your soul tribe, friends. So be in that energy, put that intention out there, it will come to you because you are the master manifester. So don't forget that. Anything you want, you can make it happen for you. You have strong spiritual energy and you're the witch. So you can make it happen. Out of anyone, it's definitely you. So put that intention out there, be more positive, be less pessimistic. All right. So, and stay generous because that is your superpower. All right, so this was the reading. I hope it resonated. Let me know your thoughts. Please support the channel, join the membership. You can also book with me. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.